So hi guys, welcome to another brand new episode. Still, this is a day trading playlist. And disclaimer: this is for advanced ICT traders. At least those who are beginners can go back to the ICT mentorship, and slowly by slowly you'll be learning a lot. So that maybe now if you come to this channel, probably it will help you in a very better way. So anyway, happy new month. This week is NFP, so not a lot of trading as I've been participating on. But today, currently, is when I'm looking the charts. So today, when being on a Wednesday, what I'm seeing is the JOLTS job openings that is about to be announced at 5 our time. And also we have CAD rates, so we can see where the rates, what the federal, the Central Bank of Canada is trying to do with the interest rates. Nevertheless, remember, NFP week, a lot of people lose accounts, especially prop firm accounts, especially if they do not know when or the right way to enter. But anyway, let's dig into the charts. So anyway, currently, I'll go to DXY. And remember, I always repeat it. When I'm marking my charts on any given day, I just use a systematical approach. So how is this systematical approach for me all about? So I just look at the market price where it is. And I just start marking PDRAs which are above or below the market price. So I do it in on the higher time frames. So for the most part, I'm trading weekly PDRAs, daily PDRAs, H12 PDRAs, and H8 PDRAs. I like dealing with those higher time frame so that now on the lower time frame, I'm executing and using power 3. So, but anyway, currently what I'm looking at on DXY, and for today's buyers, what I'm looking at. So we are currently at this CB that seems to be holding a little bit, especially the rejection that started yesterday. So below me, there's a H4 sell side below the market pricing. If I want to choose this, I can still choose this daily. That is if I think short term probably is reaching to this as the draw. So nevertheless, so if you drop to 4 hour, so 4 hour I'm looking at possibility is today I'm looking at possibility of weakness, probably some weakness on dollar, and especially now when I'm incorporating power 3, I'm thinking because now you have this volume imbalance that you may be dealing with. So, and today, because you have jolt openings, what I'm thinking is possibility of a weakness on dollar. So there's always still a possibility of us reading this low today. But because it's an NFP week, I always just don't like to predict a lot of big moves, especially when the NFP hasn't been released that Friday. So that's what I'm thinking. If we drop to, let's drop to daily. Sorry, let's drop to 1 hour. Same scenario. All I'm looking for is now where power 3 open, because I like using the open of the day. But Michael Hazard says you can use which is technically what you need to be using, but I just use the the open of the day. For Michael, it's around 12 a.m. US midnight open. So you can calibrate it to your time if you want. So basically, that's what I'm thinking. Some minor sells on it. And especially if the jolt reports comes in negative, like lower, I think that will fuel a lot of sell side to this point to that sell side. So anyway, that's what I'm looking at DXY for today. We'll go to GU. GU, I'll be quick because all I'm saying for GU is probably buys today. And basically with GU, we'll go to weekly. So weekly, as you can see, weekly below us the market pricing, we have this big BC that actually this week we have tapped around here. So with this weekly BC in place, we'll drop to daily. So with daily, what I was looking at possibility, because now we attacked this sell side right here. So what I was thinking for GU is probably some buys. And this now could be the short-term draw to, because here I have a H12 CB still. So I'm thinking on the short-term draws for there, especially now today being a good buy. So let's drop to 1 hour. So if I incorporate 1 hour time frame and using power 3, so this is what I'm looking at possibility. A possibility of probably this holding and a possibility of us now continuing with the buys. So what I'm thinking is possibility of come news, the momentum comes, and also there's always that possibility come news can probably retrace or spike to the downside before any good buys. Especially this, I always associate it with especially if, let's say, they do not want to push the market during New York kill zone. So I always anticipate probably now towards the end, whereby now we have the London close kill zone, will fuel the drive. Nevertheless, this I have an entry with it. So I'm looking at this for at least buys and probably to hit this buy side eventually, especially if the job openings report comes less. I think that would fuel a lot of the buying for today. So we'll drop to EU. So with EU, same thing. All I'm looking for is the higher time frame PDRAs. So currently you're in daily. So here in daily, I have this BC on market pricing, and also above me there's a buy side that is on H12. So what I'm thinking here is probably buys on EU. Some probably buys on EU could probably eventually attack the buy side that I'm looking at, which I'm not sure if it's going to be today, but the general view is I'm thinking buys for today. So we'll drop to 1 hour. So what I'm looking at for this is probably now waiting for confirmations, especially when I'm looking at good rejections, which could print on probably M20 or M30. Yeah, for the most part, M20, M30, H1 timeframes. So now this will now fuel my confirmation to now kick in the buys, and probably first target could be this high. Maybe eventually, because now here we have some sort of liquidity around here. So that's what I'm looking at, partly for today. Just a short day trading setup. For today, USD CAD, remember it has BOC report. Rates is today. So for it, I'm not kind of that interested. Of which I may be, maybe, let's see. But I'll for this, I'd like to see first the news out. But if we mark our weekly, let's first go to daily. Let's just go to daily and look at the PDRs. So we have this CB on the daily. So the general view I'm thinking of this is probably weakness back to this, probably 50% of this range. So if we drop to 1 hour for power 3, what I'm thinking for this is just sells, but that will matter a lot with what the rates will do. Yeah, because probably when the rates might be enough, then probably now spikes, then probably then the sells. So nevertheless, let's see what the market will do. See you.